Hey everybody, we are going to be drawing a totally awesome vintage scooter, like a motorbike. So this, we're going to break it down into some basic shapes or some smaller shapes. So it can be kind of overwhelming if you look at all the details all at once. But we're just going to go one thing at a time, and I think you'll be able to handle it. In my opinion, the trickiest part is the tires and the wheels, like the circles. But let's go ahead and start. We're going to start with the seat. And the seat is just kind of like a long, rounded rectangle, kind of a French fry shape. Now we're going to go under there, under the seat, and we're going to kind of make a wave shape. So like a curve down, and then flat. And it's going to go up, a little bump. Now, let's go towards the back of the seat, and we're going to draw a curve going back and down. And it goes just below the this curve shape. So now I'm going to draw forward, kind of the front of the bike, just past where the curve goes up. And this is going to be the kind of the front of the bike that goes up to the handlebars, and it's going to curve up. Now, we're going to kind of connect these two shapes, go down and over. And then we'll do kind of a tall rectangle shape. Maybe a trapezoid, I guess, really. That's where the handlebars are, and the headlight. Now for the headlight, we're going to do it's a backwards capital letter D. So there's my capital letter D, but flipped around. And right now, I'm just going to go ahead and draw a little bump where the light is in the front. And I'm going to go just over from the trapezoid I drew and draw a little circle. That's going to be one of the handlebars. And I'll draw a line from the handlebar over. So you see I drew a circle here, then two lines, and connected them. I'm going to fill it in. So we're getting there. It's almost a motorbike. Now I want to go to the headlight and go down about halfway to right here. And I'm going to draw a little bump out. So it's going to go down, over, and back. This is where the handlebars connect to the front wheel, so you can turn. Now I'm going to draw a semicircle up here. It's kind of the wheel cover, so draw that semicircle. Oops. And connect. Now that we're drawing semicircles, let's add another one back here. So I'm going to draw a semicircle around here. And as I said, I think the toughest part is drawing the tires or the wheels. So I'm going to try to do most of a circle, because a little bit of it's covered up, and I'm going to make a circle coming out of that semicircle. It's a little more than half of a circle. And if that was hard, this next part I think is even harder. Now I gotta draw the wheel inside of the tire. Don't be too hard on yourself with this. If your circle is not perfect, don't worry about it. We're not going to trace anything. We're just going to do our best to make it as round as we can. I'm going to do one more circle here in the middle. And I'm pretty happy with it. It's not a perfect circle. Not perfectly even, but I think it's okay. Then we'll go back here and we're going to draw pretty much the same thing. Try to make it about the same size as the front wheel. But don't go too far because we're going to draw this shape here. It's kind of like a, I don't know, potato shape. And this is where I'm going to do a little bit of erasing right there. So that's where the chain would be to drive that back wheel. And I'm going to draw one more circle right in here. Now don't get too hung up on the circles. If they're not perfect, you don't have to erase like mad. Don't get frustrated. Just let them be not perfect. Okay? Sometimes perfect is boring. Okay, now a few more details, then we can call it done. We can add some color. So I'm going to go up just under the headlight and I'm going to draw this little bit of detailing right here. Just double this line up and it kind of just blends into the bottom there. We can do a tail light, which will be a forwards facing capital letter D. And let's see, what else do we need? The spokes on the wheels. So I'm going to go to this front wheel, and I'm just going to draw some double lines coming out. There's my spokes. The back one can have some too. If you don't want to add that detail, that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Let's do a little reflector right here. Maybe a lock. And some rear view mirrors. So I just draw a line. And I'm going to do an oval. Same thing over here, just a little smaller. And I'll draw another handlebar on the other side that's just a little French fry shape. Double line there. That's like a little strap. But if you're the passenger, you probably hold on to that little leather strap. Okay, cool. Now, I think I'm going to add a little bit of color. So you can choose markers or colored pencils or crayons to add color to yours.